Hello traders, welcome to the live stream. Am I audible to you? Just let me know if the audio video is clear. Good evening everyone. Okay, thank you sir. Now first let's look into the US market. S&P 500, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, everything is saying positive opening, right? So you can see some positivity here. Now what we will do is, so I've told you 50% of the time what can happen is, see, it has opened with the gap up, it's slightly moving towards the upside, and Nasdaq, sometimes data what we get was less. After 15 minutes we will get, and here also you can see that Dow Jones also is kind of moving. S&P 500 is important, it's kind of moving up. Now existing home sales data, that report will come somewhere around 8:30. We have looked into that, but here this resistance zone market is not breaking. Sometimes what will happen is, let's say US market is moving nicely towards the upside, or it gave a positive opening. That time crypto market might go in a opposite direction for some time. Okay, later everything can come into place, everything can fall into a sync. So as of now, without breakout or anything as such, looking for any kind of trade at this point of time in the market condition, I don't feel it's a good choice. And little bit this zone is there. Previously sellers were sitting here, there is a chance that they might enter also. Okay, all of these things we are noted down. Now simply what I'll do, I'll switch to 1 minute time frame. This market is trying to give a breakdown. In case again it holds this zone but solidly, if it tries to break this area, then maybe with small stop loss, scalping setup, something like that we can try. Okay, bearish side I'm saying. I know US market has corrected a bit, but on top sellers have put pressure. Yesterday you could see market quickly corrected and moved off right after 8 o'clock. Little bit like that, it might not happen is what I think. First we will see anyone at the support. If they enter again, liquidity might be created. To grab that liquidity, market might move towards the downside. Exactly at the zone only I cannot enter, because previously this is acting as a support also. 1 2 3 times the zone is tested. Once more if it tests, market is showing some bearishness, means we will see. Now liquidity in BTC, if you see, there's not too much liquidity here. A little bit at the bottom, top, nothing is in yellows, right? So that is one thing. Connection here, this my understanding I will tell you. Let me see 1 second. Here support 1, support 2, 2 times people have seen, okay, there is one support here, let me enter here also. Easy buyers entry opportunity market might not give. Okay, even if they're entering, how much, like, is it just going to be a pullback? Later it might correct. Like that situation might be possible, even though US market is kind of positive. So we will see how. Here one psychological level is there. We'll mark that and keep 88,000, that zone. Market, if it is bearish, I don't think it will go above 88,000. If it goes, then I will change my view to neutral. As long as it is staying below the zone, little bit bearish only I'm thinking at this point of time. Here buyers have entered. Put this. What is your view about the market? Let me know in the comment section. It will be interesting to see everybody's point of view and discuss. Bro, before taking the trade, we need to check liquidity map always. It is good that we see liquidity, the heat map, so that it will tell us how much space is there in ATH also I'll show you. ATH, if you go, too much liquidity is not there. But usually the LO level, whatever it is, market might tell you, okay, on top, sellers are sitting on top here, buyers are sitting at the bottom here. If bottom liquidity is grabbed, sometimes for stop loss hunting, market can tend to move towards the upside also, right? Support zone, many people will think about entering. We will see if it it's given a breakdown. I'll place an order here. I've just placed order for 300 quantity now. Sometimes after breakdown quickly it might reverse, right? Or it will correct also. Both the things can happen. So little bit, okay, 300 quantity now, another 300 quantity if downside continuation 3 2 1. Here market, if it doesn't hold on top, show some bearishness, another 300 quantity I can add. Sudden spike also will come. We have to be a bit careful about that. Holding 30 seconds. Okay, I've entered around 600 quantity here, and first I'll copy the just price and then we will try to mark that. Now, what is the logic behind me taking this trade? I'll repeat that. US market is opened a bit positive. So looking at positivity, some people will be thinking of taking bullish trade also in the market, in crypto side I'm saying. But some 50% of the time, first crypto will move in the opposite direction and later it can give the momentum. Now my plan as of now is I'm considering 88,000 as a psychological level. So initially just now market is open means little bit volatility will be there. So for the sake of buffer, little space I've given in place the stop loss here and target somewhere here at the zone I'm thinking of planning. But the stop loss so much I will not give right now. I'll keep in my mind, let's say 87,500, this zone. If market goes below that, that stop loss will come off a bit lower itself. It will come somewhere near 87,800 or this near previous thing. Like that I will get off my stop loss. As of now, little bit buffer we have to give so that market, if it goes above 88,000 or if current swing, if it doesn't, then only if it corrects, for that buffer time I'm giving this. During this time, what if market hits my stop loss? Yes, there is a chance. But that stop loss, is it under my limit for next 15 minutes to not 15 minutes also, next 3-4 candles until then, if market is sustaining below that zone only, then there is a potential of continuation. That's how I am seeing things. After I take entry, 1 or 2 candle, market has come to cost. So slowly trailing the stop loss and going is a better idea. Sometimes the trend will start means we'll miss out. So the upper level, it's actually a good area where sellers have entered. Hopefully sellers push the market even lower. My entry is kind of bit late after 50-60% of that fall. This is the third or fourth candle where market is just trading at cost to cost only. Another 2 candles I will see. If it doesn't give the moment, simply what I will do, I will if it's staying sideways or something like that, maybe we will close and one more setup again after confirmation we will take. 4 3. It's holding. Now here sellers had entered, they pushed the market down. Somewhere at this zone only they have to push it. From this zone only they might have to push it if sellers are strong. If sellers are weak, then they will not push, they'll not hold. Again confusion can start. So what I will do here is mark this zone and keep. Market basically it should not sustain above that zone. It's kind of sustaining. It will take, if it's a break the zone, it will sustain. Okay. 88,000. That also it's broken. Last is one candle here. This and all I'll remove. Now I'm trying to see if sellers there, whichever selling pressure zone is there, will they enter there or not. If they enter, then there is a space, chance of market moving down. Let me see. This is a make or break candle. The 20, very fast. Actually what it has done is this breakdown, like randomly for me also, like at this breakdown people who entered it has tried to trap them. There even I have got trapped. That's what, if so much movement is happening means yes, that was a trapping situation. For me ideally this zone was in good entry zone. I missed out here. That's why here at this breakdown I tried. Fine, one more setup, I will look into it. Just give me a second. Ethereum, I will see. Very high chances their market will correct. That zone at this point of time I'm not getting. 1 second. Soul is somewhere near. Soul is near seller pressure zone. Here and will break out both the side. Here also breakdown, removed buyers. There also removed sellers. Now direction market has to decide. Now let's say it goes below 80. Soul is near seller pressure zone. There if correction comes, we can see some correction even in BTC and Ethereum. We'll see traders. Now this high level of 400 points, 50% correction. Let's say this is 50% of this candle. So continuous buying pressure has happened. That has to fail for me to look for bearish trade. Then again up to this zone I can try. That 1 or 2 candles it was not giving bearish trade. Simply I should have reduced the stop loss, I'm thinking, but just so much quickly it will come difficult to plan. Now why am I not doing buying is because here already breakout, people have entered, for them retest, correction they have done. Not everyone would have been exiting. Now what people will not expect is market moving down from here. So if what they don't expect, if it happens, then maybe I can try. Sir, how do you predict buying selling zone? See, to a certain extent, I have explained everything in the course. Okay, if you guys go and check out the crypto course, which I have discussed, in that 30-35 minutes, everything I have explained as to what actually probability setup is there to work. So that probability setup, if little bit, if you show interest, learn that. Here the zone is there, 40, 45 to 6. This zone I'm considering right now. You're selling now. Mindset is towards bearish only. Okay, this zone I'm just thinking, okay, is market going to go stay below this zone? If it stays, little bit momentum possibility is there. Risk reward also is staying. Should have taken off entry. Stop loss would have been very small days. The first setup quickly we were closing, right? That is why little bit even I'm thinking, okay, should I quickly enter, wait for little more time and enter. So now is the holding this zone as long as this zone doesn't break. I'm thinking trendy setup should I look into, or should I be looking into what? A proper scalping setup. What kind of plan I'll take today? That is what I'm thinking. Trendy setup means this setup will be fine. Scalping means near buying selling zone. Simply have to keep entering, exiting, like that I have to do. Each candle is here. I should have planned traders. Okay, I'll sell some here. Okay, here I've sold, and this time movement has, if it comes quickly, fine. I'll add little more position. If it is kind of trapping situation, means again I have to not. Breakout. The 60% some correction and all can come. That is why I'm not yet added more position. If movement is very quick, then I will add. I'm thinking. Here I could have added. Good evening, JSR. Welcome to the live stream. How much? 330 points. 330 points. 100 points. Here and a little buying side also. It's not yet confirmed. Sellers are strong or buyers are strong. So here and all pressure can come. This buyer might think about re-entering here or here. If he gives up, it will be a better situation. If he tries to pick. Here, correct zone, 500 points movement already. There I missed entry. So respecting seller zone, space is there in soul also. I can't add more positions near this zone and all, traders. That one problem we have. US market 1% positive. I think it is just a retracement before upside move. Yes, here it can be a retracement also. This zone can be a retracement zone. This zone can be a retracement zone. So that is why more quantity I have not kept. Okay. Yes, yesterday, why you did not come live trading? I was just occupied with something, sir. I am expecting still sellers are there on top. Sellers are there on top. See here, who are these sellers? I don't think retail traders are these sellers. Okay. And here, if it comes before reaching this level, if they're pushing, the seller is still strong. So I think based on US market positivity, okay, it can move up, we can say. Sellers are still sitting on top. Buyers, sellers SL is there on top means somewhat that I cannot. This one. Based on US market is gone 1% and all, right. So based on that, if this is moving up quickly, something like that means I just want to avoid that situation. Apart from that, thinking I should think like scalper, more time I have to not spend. But candle confirmation, nothing we're getting. It's holding the zone. It's respecting the zone. Again, 88,000. If it sustains, then buy on dip situation. Is it let market go above the zone? Then maybe I will see buy on dip if possible. As of now, still sellers have not given up. So if they're not giving up, today Indian market morning session bullish, then afternoon session sideways. Any reason? Morning session it was a bit bullish, but I can see there was good volatility only in the market. I have discussed around 12 o'clock, one quick momentum towards the upside came, right? So I was saying there one buying zone is there. From there, one opportunity is there towards the upside. Only news based that I know Japanese this one is there. Apart from that, market did not was just trapping people on both the side. Whoever identified the buyer zone, seller zone, there with small stop loss, if you had taken the trade, decent momentum here or there, you would have been able to capture. Only that would have been the situation. Today, market staying above psychological level, selling zone is there on top. This one. 86K is coming. Okay. How much it can correct? Maybe up to here. Correction. Quick down spike, trapped, upside, trapped, then correction. Trapping only right now is happening. Both the side. Sir, any strategy on BTS to catch the gap up and gap down? See, there are certain setup, but I personally will suggest you guys not to go into carry forwarding positions. That and all you can do in option selling with the hedge. In buying, if you want to do little bit, let's say in a week 1 or 2 days will be trendy. Every day you try to do BTST. If market opens sideways, both the side you will be seeing loss. That and all is not required. When market opens, start fresh, look for opportunity. When market is running, you have all the choice of exiting the trade, holding on to the trade. You have decision making this one. Overnight movement and all, you will not even have control to look into things. Why you want to go into that kind of problem? We'll see traders. As of now, I'm thinking the seller is there on top. He's pushed market strongly. If he takes the market above this zone, little bit problem can be created. Like I said, here I should have entered. Again, I missed. Today, two proper situations I have missed. Maybe because of that only, the setup what I've taken here or there little bit problematic. It's becoming is what I'm seeing. So, the last zone. I'll see what happens here. Do you invest in stocks? Yes, I do. I think I have only 10 to 12 stocks in my portfolio. And I can't disclose those stocks. You guys know that as per the rule. This I will remove. This one is that this I will remove. I think to form two top forming double top. Well, you share your thought on investment in US stocks. Investment in US stocks, to do it legally, there are other methods that and all. Here we cannot disclose, traders. We cannot disclose. Between buying, selling, pressure zone. Let it break the zone, traders. Then more conviction I will have. If it doesn't break, why give bigger stop loss? Here if it holds and moves up, little bit problem we will see. Stone 41. Exit for safe traders. One issue it has happened. See, I was saying this zone market will try to hold, no? Here and here was exit for safe traders. Now for me, near my entry zone only, exit for safe trader zone has come. So little bit I'm skeptical about, okay, wrong time have I entered. Only if it breaks this zone, then this area will be exit for safe traders, at least here. Here it's trying to hold the zone, means little bit problem is there. On top also seller is sitting. Hopefully if it's breaking, exit for safe trader zone will be there. Break zone. It's holding, how long? It's not giving closing below the zone only today. Just give a proper closing below the zone. Then I can think about safe traders exit zone. Here from here, if it continues, little bit space is there. That momentum we can capture. In this recent swing only you have a look. This is the upper level, this is the lower level. Market is in between, means little bit indecision will be there. So it's getting confused as to which direction to move. Here it's not breaking this zone. If it had broken this zone, little more I would have thought about it. Now what I feel is little here, if it breaks this area, this one's, let's say 50% correction of this. Looking at the setup, since confusion is there, too much it is holding, and maybe you can wait. Too much time it is taking to break the zone. Cost to cost only market is. It's holding that zone, traders. So confusion can get created. So exiting is better is what I feel. Where is it? This zone I'm considering, but if buyers are strong, they'll break that zone. By that time, if I break again, some stop loss I have to give. Contradiction situation. 20 seconds. Any candle above this zone, it's a problem. Little more SL I will reduce. Already from this buyer zone it's moved up. Here seller, if the seller is strong, he has to push it from here. If it's not pushing, then why to give big stop loss? No need. Seller is not giving 24 seconds. Gave up. 2 times going as per the seller has created problem. Only if important seller zone is broken, next I have to look. Maybe one last setup I will take. It should be sell why buyers are high. Okay, I think as of now I have to keep quiet. I should wait for certain zone. That zone, if it comes, then I will take the last setup. Just stay tuned. We will see. Instead of now in the sideways situation, if I keep judging, situation will be a problem. Either near buyer zone here I should have tried, or near seller zone here I should have tried. I did a mistake buy. I have no problem in accepting mistake. In front of you only I took the trade. So I have entered at the bottom. So this is safe traders exit zone 1, exit zone 2. I said no. At exit zone 1, people could have planned their first exit. Something like that they could have decided. But entry only became wrong means little bit problem is there. So it's fine. Up toward zone, it's close to 50% correction, W pattern, breakout, attracted people. All of those things has happened. We'll wait, traders. 5-10 minutes we will wait and then see. How was your day yesterday, sir? Yesterday only I came, I shared the levels with you guys morning. That is all. I looked at the system. Then I think I told also I'll not look at the system at all. I completely avoided trade. I completely did not look at the market also. The main issue I'm having right now is kind of sleep. I'm not having proper sleep routine. That is kind of little bit effect I'm seeing. When we are a bit young and all that time we will not see every time. We'll be awake a lot of we'll be awake, right, for long hours night. Now also for me that has become a routine that's creating some problem. So something about that I have to do some correction. Later. Just 1 minute. Here that feeling is there. Okay, little bit can we try bearish trade, but 2 times little bearish trade it's not given this one. So I'm thinking okay, here buying zone is respected. Again if it corrects up to this zone something only it can correct. It will not give big momentum and all. Why take bearish trade there, I'm thinking. So better BTC is creating confusion means I can go for Ethereum. Ethereum only will see this zone. Ethereum, that area might be a bit of seller's area. BTC, I'll open the chart here. Breakout. BTC is bullish, that I can see. It has given a breakout also. Ethereum is little bit near the seller zone. We'll see if sellers doesn't respect the zone, then if buying is happening, I can go for buy, or else little bit bearishness here means I'll go for sell. Here if I enter sell trade, just example I'm showing, if I enter sell trade here, stop loss will be small, risk reward will be a decent one. Okay, that one thing is there. So without thinking too much, I'll place this order. If market here also seller zone, it doesn't respect, moves up means I will accept. Okay, market is kind of thinking of being trendy, things like that. I'm trying to play between the buying and selling zone. Market is not interested to do that today. Okay, so I've taken entry here. If market is not breaking this high, then there's a potential of downside move. But I have understood the risk that BTC is kind of moving towards the upside continuously. It is bullish. Because of that, here also I can see pressure, but entry level is decent. From that time I'm saying exactly near seller zone, I'm not getting entry. This is exactly near seller zone. Now I've got entry. Seller is strong or not, let the market decide. I don't want to overcomplicate things. $40. In next 1 or 2 candles, seller should show pressure. Seller is issuing pressure. Not right now. Closing above that zone I should not be getting. That is one thing. Closing comes, then problem. Closing. Seller zone, nothing is respecting traders. One direction move market is doing. Done. I don't think my psychology is working in the market today. It just wants to move up, continue the upside move. Here I can't take BTC also buying, selling zone. It broke only, moved off up. Continuous 3 losses I've made. Loss is not small also. Even though I have the risk budget, I can't keep doing opposite. Market is saying, okay, the way you're thinking is wrong. So I should not, I think I should not plan right now. I should take some time and then decide. To go as per the trend also, I'm not having conviction, no pullback, nothing. This buyer zone was good. Today messed up little. Here I thought about entering, got entry here. Got stuck in sideways. Buying zone, market did not break. So here got trapped. Again here in Ethereum, there I got trapped. So trapping is happening for me. Opposite direction things are going, means I think I should not compete too much with the market right now. It is better I keep quiet, wait for the next zone there, how it will behave. That only I have to see, I think. More than this moment only about 28 points is fine. Why we can't take call or bullish trade is, here this breakout there was a chance of failing, so a selling pressure zone. Here I wanted to look for movement, here I wanted to look for continuation. Okay, so that's why here bearish trade I had discussed. But since entry was wrong here and all, buyers can activate. Still market is between upper zone and lower zone. Finally market did not go to lower zone, it's given a breakout, means at this point of time buyers are strong. But just looking at this moment I cannot enter. Let's say this breakout came, I entered here, market quickly, if it reverses of 300 400 500 points, what you will do? So to enter a bullish trade also you need some pullback, things like that, then only you can decide. Say here someone took entry, okay, market moved up, maybe little bit some people might exit, some people might try to hold think about capturing, other people entered, means now what is happening for those people? Trapping is happening. So there are two situations. One, market sellers are strong, sellers are trying to create liquidity by giving sudden spikes in the market, attracting buyers in this one. Same thing buyers also can do. If market is staying in a range, then sellers will show pressure, buyer will show pressure, like that situation here we could see. Now trend little bit market has confirmed, along with US market it is thinking of being bullish, but at every upside, before every upside move there is a pullback. That pullback is also strong. The pullback, if it is strong, then we will think, right, okay, sellers might be sitting on top. Confusion will get created. Certain days, let's say 3 out of 5 days, we'll get off clarity. Okay, this is where sellers are planning, this is where buyers are planning, this is what they're planning to do. 2 days direction only we might get it wrong. That time little bit far only we have to be with the market, is what I feel. 2995 entry, 3200 target. Super. Enter, sir. Generally I'm saying no, don't think about entering. See this, that means now what plan was there, that was correct. 1 second. This zone is important, traders. This zone is important. As long as market doesn't go below this zone, no need to look for bearish trade. Okay, this zone is very important, how market behaves here. If this was trapping, again one upside movement also can come. So we will observe here, will bullish setup form, bearish setup form, we will see. This might be the last trade. Your buyers are strong, means they have to hold. Now situation, I will say here, buyers, if they hold, they'll push the market up. Okay, if buyers fail, this market will fall lower. So if I don't enter buy trade here, and if market moves up, then here I will miss out on bullish opportunity. Bearish opportunity, what we can do, if case that upside movement fails, market goes below this zone, then bearish opportunity, when we try, we will not be in a problem. But two trades we have to take exactly from here only, directly it will fall or move up, we can't think. If you're thinking of bullish, this is one area, but buyers should show some pressure. If you're thinking of bearish trade, below this zone we have to look for bearish trade. So for me, things have become contradicting again. So buyers are holding, means what I can decide. My mindset only is about bearish, saying that if it goes below this zone, take bearish. But 2 times, 3 times I'm getting trapped only taking bearish trade. If this is the buyer zone, then without thinking too much, we have to take bullish trade with small stop loss. That only will be a right decision. 19 points. Is it a right decision or not? If it breaks the zone, bearish trade. It's holding. I'm missing the train is what I'm feeling. Market is going against, so that's fine. This is buyer zone traders. That is why I'm thinking, should I enter, not enter? Selling was strong. See here also after breakout, what happened? Quickly trapping happened. I'm expecting that move here only. After this kind of move I expected after this breakout, but that move is coming later. So for my area of entry only is becoming a problem. Now buying pressure, if it has to come here only, it has to come. Let me see BTC. BTC also. Little bit buyer zone it is respecting. Liquidity, let's see ETH. What is the liquidity? Nothing. Liquidity is kind of low. Okay, sell. Here pullback and all, nothing. The zone it should not give closing for buyers to be strong. Both the side trapping only is happening. Usually I don't get into those kind of trap. I kind of avoid only. Today little bit even I got trapped. Those mistakes and a little bit I have to correct next time. Common mistake which I usually don't do, today I have done. This is buyer zone traders. Thinking of bearish trade means only below this zone. Here risk is what? 13 points. Risk is kind of okay if it's holding the buyer zone. Let me check once. It's kind of broken. Should have held there. 50-50 it is becoming situation. Short trade if we take should be below the zone, 26 points risk, at least 1:2. We try close to 50 points. Only if it goes below the buyer zone. And if I look for buying side, long trade, entry will be here. Stop loss is just 13 points. For this, around 37 points. 1:2 risk reward setup is sitting properly here. What do you think? This time this buyer zone will be respected or not? What do you think? I think we should go short. This zone we can't go short. This zone is buyer zone. Below the zone only we can try. Okay, selling pressure has started a bit. Selling zone again, it's come. Somewhere BTC at least should show, give some signal. Waiting is better because BTC is near double bottom situation, it is there. I'm looking at BTC traders, it is near buyer zone. Here, okay. It's creating double bottom. BTC is at buyer zone. At least if it breaks that zone solidly, I can go bearish, or else what to do. It's very tempting to take bullish trade here. BTC is at buying zone, Ethereum is at buying zone, both. If it gives a moment, quickly we can capture some moment here. Fine, I'll go to BTC. BTC, this zone is there. This will kind of be my last trade. Buying zone is there. If market goes below this zone only, I have to think about exiting. Is it here? I'll look for target up to 4. Taken the entry. This was the buying zone in BTC. I was observing Ethereum also. Ethereum is holding the buying zone. This one is holding the buying zone. So if buyers are strong, one attempt they can do. If this also fails, then I'm done for the day. ETH pressure, BTC pressure. Mm-mm. 70. Now, the sooner market breaks the zone is better for me. Okay, 88,310. If it's taking time, moving sideways and all, then problem. Mm-mm. This is the first candle. Apart from this, only one more candle I think I will see. Ethereum simply selling correction. Zone close to 360 points above the zone. 25 seconds more. Give a closing above that zone. Mm-mm. It's not given closing above the zone as of now. So a little more safe I have to be from my end. Give its own moment has to come right now. So not breaking. Mm-mm. The zone is kind of 27, 28 points. As long as this zone it doesn't break, what to do? Mm-mm. I'm guessing short side at this time. Okay. 87,500 SL. If market goes below this zone only, maybe shorting. If it goes above this zone, bullish. Again, between zone. Looking at the market, we are currently guessing, okay, buyer can activate here, but I'm not able to properly encash that today. That is the issue which is happening. Here, selling zone can come, I'm saying, from there, sellers are holding. Properly, I'm not able to encash. Here and all, it doesn't matter. The zone it has to break. It has been repeatedly many times, so guess it might break. Which side, sir? Which side you're talking about? Here we did scalping. Here we did scalping only. Will make of decent profit, I think. Huh? Mm, this candle we will see. Below this candle, if it comes only problem. So stop loss little. I'll keep it here. Stop 146. Sentiment is what here? Sentiment is still bullish. Now the idea is to exit if market goes below 87,979, 980, that zone. Here this buyer double bottom, if he thinks like this, if he tries to push the market up, then only I'll be saved. If this buyer doesn't show any interest, I'm gone. He's not showing interest. Bad day, traders. For me, bad day. Now again, this here it will convert to wick and move up. Also, I'm not interested to take one more trade. For me today, what is it? Let me show you. Today, what has happened is around 47,000 to 50,000 I have lost. My budget will be close to 35-40k only. So usually at least out of 3 trades whatever I take, 1 or 2 will be correct, that will cover, and one trade if it goes loss also doesn't matter, but one trade will give bigger movement. That is what happens most of the time. But today that is not the case. Whatever plan I'm doing, for me it is failing, means after this I should not compete with the market. That is what I feel from here. If it goes up or goes down, I don't care for another this one, because for me the budget for the day is over. If BTC crosses, okay, let it be. I'm not going to have any view about the market. Like I said earlier, this is the buying pressure zone. If market goes below this zone, then little bit momentum can happen, but I'm not going to take the trade. Here also, if it goes above this zone, there is a potential of reaching 89,000. Okay, still these two trades, whatever view I'm having right now, I'm not going to take the trade, because I have reached my loss limit. Even if the setup is very convincing whatsoever, since budget for the day is over, I'm not going to do anything tomorrow at this point of time. Any setup in private group tomorrow I can give. Saturday, Sunday I can give you the, if market is very slow, no need to take trade. But if it is too much volatile or certain zone, we will identify. In that zone, if you are getting entry means we will take. Now my mindset is, as per the rule which I follow, I should not be taking one more trade no matter how confident I am. I have given up today, I'm closing for the day. Okay, that is what it is. Sorry traders, in case you made a bit of loss in today's session whatsoever. Don't worry, we'll take care of that, and from Monday better planning setup we will have. Okay, so I'm going to avoid wherever I think seller zone I should have booked, I should have not held on to the trade, something like that only I should have done. Maybe there will be hope, right? The seller zone, okay, market is respecting 1 or 2 candle, it might give a breakout, but seller is activating. When I want seller to activate at a certain level, buyer is activating. Things are going against me. I should not compete with the market after this. Are we having trade Saturday and Sunday? We will not have live, okay, but setup when it is visible I will share it in the group. That is what the best I can do. Okay, that is. Do you think it is news based? Maybe little bit around what time here? I don't basically trade based on news and things like that. For me, setup is more important. So Michigan consumer sentimental final, that one is there. This one has normal importance. 8:30, this one has normal importance. Existing home sales, that might have around 8:30 only, that news has come out. Based on that news, market little bit, that news home sales data is there, no, that one, like let's say here, I'll show it to you. Existing home sales, see, prior it was 4.11 million, here it is 4.13 million, means the amount of existing sales of the house has increased. Then means people are buying houses. If that is the case, what it is, that means people have money, that is why they're buying houses. Based on that news when it came out, let's say, what is the time, where is it, okay, 8 where is it, 8:30, somewhere this zone, 8:30 this news came out. You think that time market gave a bigger spike? Okay, based on that is the only logic I can think about. Okay, existing home sales is increased, people are thinking, okay, that means cash flow is there, so rate cut decision might be there. Based on that, market can move. That is one positive news. After doing that, maybe people knew the information already, later they started trapping people. Okay, that situation would have happened. Now as long as this zone is very strong, selling pressure, profit booking has been done, loss or weak players by weak sellers has been removed, weak buyers have been removed, everything has happened, means now big players will decide the trend is what I feel. I don't want to participate at all. WhatsApp message at 8:17. If I'm in live, how can I reply, sir? I'll finish the live and then I'll look into it, or team will look into it and reply. Okay, no problem. Is that related to any news? I don't know what message you sent. As of now, I'm not going to take any further trade traders. Okay, I made loss. I'll accept the loss. Risk limit is done. No more trading setup for me, at least for today. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, in the group I will share. If you wish to join the crypto community group, you can open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. You can check it out. Okay. Thank you for participating in the live stream. I'll see you on Monday live. Setup I will share in the group. Okay. All right, traders. Take care. Bye bye. Don't worry about this one loss or whatsoever. We'll manage that. We have come out of this and all is a very small loss. Smart decision is to not take more trade once the budget for the day is over. Okay, we'll close the day based on that.